Make a U-turn. In 1,000 feet, slide left, take the next left, sharp left, turn right on, continue on, in a quarter mile, at the light, in 600 feet, turn right on.
You have reached your destination.
Yup. So today I'll be working on my fenders, but I'm going to work on these next, actually. I've got a couple of spots where I couldn't get the paint out with a mechanical removal, so I'll be doing that with my sandblaster and working on the other sides as well. This one doesn't help. And I'll be doing the same thing with the hood there, excuse me, so that when I prime the backs of the rear fenders, I'll prime these at the same time. And once that's done, let me back up. Once the dust and the sand have settled out of the air working on these things, I'll get the priming and some other stuff. So I'll prime a bunch of stuff all at one time and let it sit out and get cured. I don't have a whole lot of time before the rains apparently open up, turn this into a friggin' monsoon. So, oops. So I'll just get right to it. This is what we're doing today. While it rains like a son of a bitch out there. These are the areas I couldn't get to or just didn't want to use my grinder to get to. So I'm going to use my my sandblaster. With an industrial strength sandblaster, this thing would be just toast, but my little dinky thing, which is so cute, we'll take care of this in no time flat, but it's not going to deform the metal, so yeah. Yep. All these little things that take a long time and more effort to do are important to get done because you wouldn't see this with the hood closed, but you'd know it. Somebody else would see it and they'd tell you about it because God knows everyone else always sees your mistakes. God. Wow. Jesus Christ, I don't know if you heard that. Guess I'll find out soon. Here's the back of the other one. Okay. Same thing. Some minor areas I could probably get to with a drill, but I still want to. And, you know, I like to play, so there we go. These ones, more or less done on the outside. Some in there, some there. And then in some of the areas I just can't get to. Again, so yeah. I'm using this stuff. Buy these in bulk from Amazon, right? And then I sweep them up and reuse them 3 or 4 or 5 times. And while I do that, I always use, there's my little sandblaster, but I always use a face mask because God knows I don't want that crap in my eyes. I fished that stuff up before and it's not fun, so without further ado, here we go. Okay, so I got lazy, and my little bit of sand in that little bitty sandblaster only goes just about 1.5 minutes, if that, 2 minutes. So I'm going back to the carbon off, and I've done successive applications of the stuff, and it's working like a goddamn charm. Oh yeah. And that's as far as I've gotten on this one. That's the second application. This is the second application of the trunk. I've got a first application on the doors to scrape down and then reapply if I can't get paint up easily. And I'll do this a couple more times. And then literally, I was going to say rinse it down, but I don't know if I should do that. I should do that because this stuff it needs to get, what do you call it? Neutralized. Fuck it. I can spray this down immediately and then let it sit in the sun. The rain stopped, and that lightning flash you heard before is a memory. Now it's humid as hell. And if you know anything about the Mid-Atlantic and Maryland, humidity is a bitch. So, yeah. And then, maybe another hour or so on these. And then I'm going to get back into the fenders up there. So there we go. Okay, I'll show you. I've got a nylon brush here I'm using to get off the paint. Nothing too, what do you call it? I'm a left-hander. Why am I doing this? Nothing too aggressive. Whoops. Oops. You can see that I've already got some paint coming off, but I'm gonna have to add more. Bubbles up really well. And where it's thinnest, it's coming off. And in a minute, I'm going to take my vacuum cleaner and just suck all that stuff out. Let's try this. Yeah, really easy. And I'll get the crumbs out here in a second, again with my vacuum cleaner, and add more of the carbon off. Go down there, along the seams. More there. Okay. Most of this is done. As you can see, I'm going to take my drill to it and get up all the little sticky pieces, the crumbles that I couldn't get to with a spatula and so forth, and the hard to reach spots like in there. That won't take long at all. Damn it. Same thing with the doors. Okay, so I was asked if I was going to remove any of the junk from the inside. As you can see here, I tried on this one door to get rid of all that gooey, tarry bullshit. And then I thought to myself, why on earth am I doing this? Because I'm going to just spray it back in. Whoops. The fuck. Spray it back in. And, you know, what's been sprayed in there is like tar and or sound or heat deadening. Sound deadening, heat resistance. So I'll just leave it there. Because it's going to get covered, one, and two, I would take it out and just put it back in. You know, I'm going to sound deaden the crap out of this thing. Oh, I've got some juice to get rid of. Yeah. Okay, so, and then there's the trunk lid again, some work still left to do with a drill, and that'll be it. And I'll paint these tonight. Oh. Shit. I'm going to paint one side of them tonight. I guess I could wait it. Yeah, well, we'll see. This one's done. You can hear my compressor running in the background. Did a good job on this. Got a lot of crap out. Took a few just smidgens here and there. Not to see those up there painted. And I'll get to the doors. This one's done. I'm going to put this in the sun and let it kind of air out a little bit. And one left. That one. I don't know what it is, but every time I turn my goddamn video on, the pressure goes off. I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, this one's done. All the paint is off except what you see on the inside. I'll scrape a little bit off with a wire brush. Call that a day. I'm going to paint over that nice stuff that's already in there. And that's it. So, take a break. We'll let my back kind of unwind a little bit, and then get to the painting. The primering won't take but 20 minutes, maybe 30, if that. Okay, here's the aftermath. That's all done. That's done. That one's just about empty. Got a new one somewhere. And there we go. Got one more coat to do, I think. Well, I put a pretty thick coat in to begin with. These things have seen a lot of duty. Oh yeah, foot is up here. I'm running out of space to put things, so I am going to wait overnight for these things to get the other side done. So I have an oops right there. That's where my fingerprints are. And here are the fenders, the innards. These are done, nicely so. They'll dry real fast. That fiberglass will soak in that epoxy pretty good. So I'll definitely do another coat back in here. And of course there, and on my front, I've got the hood. God dang, the trunk. This came out really nice, I think. Oh, I've got some areas I want to redo right there. More primer, and in there. Shit. And in there. Oh well. God dang, the primer's all over the bottom of my sandals too. So that's it for the night. I'm going to pack up shop actually and maybe go for a walk. It's gorgeous today. What's left of the rain is gone. So there's my Roadster. And start plotting out my next steps. My next steps, of course, are going to be fenders. I keep saying that, but that isn't really going to be. I'm going to post this tonight, I think, and let the air clear out a little bit. Awful foggy in here. And that's it for tonight.